What's up, guys? We're starting the video super late today. Literally it's 5:12. So today what we're gonna do is a full transmission tuning review. If you watched a couple videos ago, maybe like 3 or 4, whatever, you would have seen that I uploaded a sport, like a race / tow tune that's in testing with me and Dan at SPE. We uploaded that onto my truck. He's been running it on his. I've been going now for, I would definitely say over a month, so I have a few thousand miles on the truck, working commercially, driving, just daily driving, highway, back roads, hauling a heavy trailer. So I have, enough data collected where I can give you guys a proper review. So I'm trying to look for my GoPro rig. I'm gonna put some a GoPro outside of the truck so you can hear the downshifts, because when you're coming to a stop sign or whatever, you're slowing down. Say if you're doing like 50, 60 mile an hour and you slow down, the truck downshifts. It's not as aggressive as tow haul downshift. Like if you have a heavy trailer and you put your truck in tow haul, the downshifts are literally like obnoxious. You'll crank up 4 grand RPMs, in the tow haul downshifting. So this isn't like that kind of stuff. It's basically the best way to put this transmission tuning is if you were to literally have a sport mode button in your Powerstroke, your 6.7 Powerstroke. If you had a sport mode button, bam, you hit that. That's exactly what this transmission tuning is like. And let me tell you guys, it is very, very nice. I definitely have gotten used to it and I love it. And also, it works very, very good for towing. He originally developed it for heavier trucks because factory shifting is a little laggy when it comes to heavier trucks if you're towing a lot, or if you're running like a 3500 dual rear wheel. You'll run into laggier shift points. So this is a fully 100% changed shift points, torque converter lockup, line pressure, the speed on which you're going to be in your gears, and definitely your shift points is the biggest thing. So I can sit here all day and talk about it. Let's go. All right, so real quick before we take off here, I have the DJI Osmo Action on a suction cup on the actual tailgate, because I figured if I put it out here, the wind noise would catch it. So maybe right here it will still get exhaust note through, around this area, it'll still pick up the exhaust noise. So let me know what you guys think. I'm gonna test out a couple different positions, but yeah, let's try this one first. Okay, so we're gonna just pull off easy driving here. So normal shift points would be in between like 1,000 and 1,500. Sometimes even lower if you're coasting, say you're under power and then you go to coast and you let off the gas, it will upshift to allow for, like a free coast type situation. This one here, it holds the gear. You're going fourth gear, you let off the gas and say you're at, right around 2,000 RPM, it will stay in 4th gear. So whenever you go to get back into the gas, it's already in the correct gear, in the power band, ready to rip. So now we're holding 4th, coming down a slight hill, about 1,600 RPMs. Still in 4th, right there, 1,600 RPMs, downshifted into 3rd. Hopefully the camera doesn't fall off of the dash. 1,600 RPMs, we are in 3rd. $2,200, $2,300. Just shifted into 4th right before we hit 2,500. So now we are in 4th gear and we are holding at about 1,900 RPMs, if you can hear that. Downshifts. So it downshifted as we were rounding the bend. into second to allow for proper gearing, to have proper power whenever you want to take off. So basically there is zero lag. Literally, the best way that I can put this is if you have a sport button in your truck and you push that button, you are in full sport mode. It's just like a sport mode on a car. And you can hear it downshifting as I'm slowing down around this bend. It downshifted all the way down to second, when normally you'd be third, fourth around the bend, and then you'd go to get in the gas, you'd blow a bunch of smoke, and it would have to downshift itself. But this one is in the correct gear. Okay, so hold on real quick. While we're going down this hill, it is holding third gear. So it's not downshifting obnoxiously, it is holding third gear at about 1800 RPMs. And it's very, very nice. You know, I didn't touch the brake once. You know, we're coming down a pretty good downhill, and we have a little stop here. All right, hey, what's up, guys? It is earlier me here. This is earlier in the day, back here picking up some valves. So this is what we got on the trailer. We're gonna test the hauling situation with the tunes. This is a couple £1,000 cross valve production thing, as you can see. And then we are on the overload springs. So we got some weight in her, just a flange valve there, and then I'm not even sure what that thing is. So here's what we got. It's trailer's 4,000 pounds, 2,000 pound cross thing, and then a couple things in the bed. This here is going to be a perfect situation to test the towing capabilities of this race/tow tune. We're out here in beautiful West Virginia. I mean, look at that view. It was even better up on the pad. All right, let's go. Yeah, brother, we're sending it.
Turn left onto West Virginia 27 East.
Got to figure out where I'm going. So we're gonna take the back road pretty much the whole way to our drop-off location. It is 1 hour and 1 minute, 45 miles of back road driving. So we're gonna get a good test. This is up, down. This is the hills of West Virginia, crossing over the border into Pennsylvania. So this is an absolute perfect test for this. Not too much weight, and we got a garbage truck or something in front of us. Finally moving again. Okay, so we're riding like 2 grand RPM right now in second gear. So let's see how it does. So we're about 2,500 RPMs. Okay, and it just shifted at 2,500. And I just hit a huge hole. 100, another hole. Ooh, big holes, big holes. Whoa. What are they doing? They got like holes open up in the road or something, man. It's like not good. Holy smokes. Ooh. Oh, hit it. How do they leave the holes like that on the road? What are they thinking? Anyways, let's get back to the review. Fourth gear, we are hovering just under 2 grand, and it is doing great. The hills are not too bad yet, so we haven't really seen anything. The truck doesn't even know that that trailer's back there. This is a pretty good test because it's just roughly about in between 7,000 and 8,000 pounds behind the truck, which is, your average, everyday guy that will haul something like a big boat or a camper. I don't know. So we're cruising along, and right now, like if I would hit the brakes and start slowing down, tow haul would just be downshifting, woo, like revving it like crazy, and I don't really like that. That seems a little excessive. Yeah, we're cruising fourth gear still right now. Speed limit is 45. We're doing just over 40 because I don't want to crank any more holes, which is like blow a tire on the trailer or something. Jeez, oh man. Still held fourth. We're coming down into a little valley, coming up another gradual hill, and we're at 1,900 RPMs, cruising pretty good. Let off the gas, you can hear the engine. Try to put down the window, maybe hear it a little better. Still holding fourth gear, 1,900 RPMs, coming down the hill. It didn't upshift, it held the gear. Coming down into another valley, we're gonna go up another hill. That's a little loud. 2,000 RPM, get back in the gas, going up the hill, still in fourth. right into power still. It didn't have to shift back to fourth if it would have moved to fifth or sixth, because you're coasting. Held fourth, we stayed at fourth coming up over the hill. So basically, guys, that's the gist of the towing. It's just gonna do this the whole way. We're up, down, and around. It'll basically hold you in the power, whatever speed you're going. It will have the proper gear for that speed, and you will always pretty much be in power. You won't have to worry about it downshifting back to a lower gear to be in the power, and then you have that lag and all that smoke and all that wasted fuel going out the tailpipe. So there you go from earlier me on the towing review. But anyways, okay, so full torque converted lockup. So if you're cruising second gear and you slow down into second gear and you get back into the gas, you have full lockup. So it's, you know, it's almost like you're in a manual. So if you ever drove a manual transmission car or truck or whatever, you go in a low speed, say you're in second gear and you're creeping, and you go to get back in the gas, you'll feel whoop, 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 whoop. This has like that exact kind of situation because you're full lockup, it's full power going back. There is one thing with this tuning. Now this is an aggressive transmission tune. Whenever you're under power, it shifts literally like butter. If you're under power, or if you have a trailer behind you and you have weight back there, it shifts like butter, okay? But if you are not under power, for me this is an F-250, the truck is light. If you are not under power and you are just creeping, say you're in stop and go traffic, right? So you pull out first gear and you are very, very light on the throttle. First to second gear shift is a little harsh if you're not under power, and there will be some fine tuning adjustments made to that first second gear hit in between, you know, on the low power shift. But that is the only time it shifts a little aggressive. A lot of people are concerned about the aggressive shift point. You know, if you're cruising along and the transmission hits bam, I'll slow down to first gear and we'll do an easy you know, drive away, and I'll let you guys see the first to second shift. Okay, so here I'll ease on the gas. There's a little bit of a load on it because we're creeping up a hill here. So right there, that was about as harsh as it gets. If you guys could pick that up, it's not that harsh. But like I said, if you're under power, if you're under a load, the shift is complete butter, because it's ensuring that you're gonna get into that gear. We got a speed bump or something right here. So I'll do the same kind of a situation, but I will be a little firmer on the gas pedal and it will shift like butter. So watch this. Butter, first second, you didn't even feel it. That was first second, done, didn't even feel it. So now we're holding fourth, we're slowing down. There's third, and second, and first. So there you guys go. That's about it. I have that on there because I had the camera sitting in there. It made a nice little cradle for it. And then that's it. We're ready to go. So if you guys are interested in this tuning, this isn't a standard transmission tune file that will get updated into your support pack if you're running SPE tunes. This is an add-on transmission tuning, you know, because it's, you know, it's for fun. It's not the standard transmission tune file, so it's not an update or anything like that. This is an add-on. If you guys are interested in this, hit the first link in the description. This is gonna kind of be a collab thing between me, Corey, and Dan SPE. I'm not sure what we're gonna call it. Maybe like a hot sport towing tune or something, I don't know. But it didn't change anything with the power levels. This is only a TCM flash, a transmission control module flash. You know, all your power levels will still remain what they were before. It's just a full transmission tuning. So here, look, we're holding third in about 1800 RPMs. Nope, 16. And then you want to get back in the gas and you're ready to rip, just like that. But all right, guys, that's about it. Stay tuned for my next video. I have officially added a vehicle to the channel. Now this is a project vehicle. It's something I wanted for a long time. Very, very excited for it. I'm very excited that I was able to, you know, get this vehicle. So, you know, stay tuned for my next upload. It's gonna be sweet. And